gavana wa Mandera ameamuka analia ati asaidiwe.
In Kenya, that is Mandera. So let
Murkomen must resign. Ruto must go.
Watu ambao wameumiza jina za wamemaliza, yani wamemalizana huko nchi yao, wamefuruga, wamekuja hapa. Sisi hatuna vita, sisi hatuna silaha ya kujilinda, maisha yetu iko hatarini. Sisi hapa mahali sisi tunaishi, kuna banda ile nyingine, banda ya kusini, kuna serikali, kuna askari yetu iko hapo. Banda ya magharibi iko Ethiopia. Banda ya kaskazini iko banda ya serikali ya Somalia. Banda ya huko chini ya banda ya northern side kuna Jubaland. Hapo wanaishi hapa famu zetu. Tulienda kila mahali, tuliongea ya kutosha. Tumeenda kwa serikali, tumeenda kwa county, tumeenda kwa DC, county commissioner, ametuambia hawa watatolewa. Hawakutoa. Juzi alisema wako ndani na wako kwa shamba yetu. Unajua kitu kingine, lazima mtu ajue ya kwamba kama hakuna amani, hakuna shule, hakuna madarasa, watoto wetu wako kwa madarasa, hawako kwa duksi. Mwezi mbili tuliopita watoto wetu hawajasoma, wengi wetu wameenda IDP. Sasa watoto wako kwa mkono yetu. Shamba yetu imekauka. Wajamaa wanaishi hapa kwa shamba yetu. Tunauliza kwani sisi watu si hapana wenyeji.
Faraxsan yahay in markiisii koobaad u socdaal ku gaadho magaalada Gaarisa, isla markaasna uga mahadnaqay mas'uuliyiinta iyo bulshada soo dhaweynta wanaagsan ee ay u sameeyeen.
Dhammaantii waa salaamaya.
Juzi nimeita TV nikasema askari wako pale ya nchi jirani. Sasa ndio nimeona gavana wa Mandera ameamuka analia ati asaidiwe. Yet last weekend and over there he was not speaking. The senator was not speaking. The MP was not speaking. Mimi nimechukua jukumu kutetea watu ya Mandera, kutetea watu ya Northeastern Kenya. It is unacceptable.
My name is Eliud Lagat, the DIG Kenya Police Services, and I'm accompanied by Mr. Kilbert Masengeli, DIG Administrative Police Services, and the new County Commissioner present here today. We are here this afternoon to come and assess security situation within Mandera with a view of breaching the caps, if any. And the main thing is that we are here to visit our officers and to appreciate what they've been doing in this particular part of the country. We will be talking to the officers and to encourage them. Issues of welfare have come out strongly, and part of the issues that we are going to deal is issues to do with mental health, issues to do with how we can improve them work even much better. And for the security on this place, I want to appreciate the county security team that the security situation in Mandera is good. The recent inter-community clashes, our position has been good, and that most of the issues that were related to those skirmishes have been solved. And we want to urge the communities in this particular area that it is important to maintain peace. It's important that they observe the rule of law. Any issues that pertains community, clanism, they ought to know that every Kenyan has a right to peace and order wherever they are living. One of the things that have made us, or made Mandera to work well, is that the various agencies here working together. And I want to take this opportunity to thank the Ngao team, the National Police Service, the KDF, for the spirit that they've been working and making sure that this place is good for economic activities to continue. I know we are preparing for Jukwaa la Usalama very soon, and ours is to make sure that all those issues that have been raised in our meeting today will be attended to when we go back to Nairobi. And for the only thing that I want to tell the criminals, that it's not about the community, it's not about the clan. We have some few elements with criminals within the society, and those are the people we are looking for to make. We will arrest them, take them to court, so that the issues that disturbing us, either on terrorism or interclan, will be sorted.
Hello guys, a very good afternoon. It is on Friday the 15th of August 2025. So it seems that many of my followers don't understand what is happening right now in southern Somalia, the kind of conflict that is going on right now in southern Somalia, and the spillover of this conflict into a border town in Kenya, that is Mandera. So let me give you a brief background of what is happening in Jubaland. So this is what's happening. So there's this guy called Ahmed. He's the leader. He was the leader of Raskamburi Brigade. He's a leader who was, supported by Kenya and Somalia and Ethiopia to become the leader of Jubaland regional administration. So Jubaland was created as a federal state in Somalia in 2012, and he became the leader. So since then, he has been the leader. And since then, I think twice or three times, he did elections in which the central government of Somalia had problems with. They said the elections were not free and fair. And last year, the last election that he held was last year, November 2024. And in that elections, the central government of Somalia refused to recognize him as the winner. They said the elections were not free and fair, and basically he elected himself. So the bone of contention, began from there. So the central government of Somalia issued a warrant of arrest for him. And he also issued a warrant of arrest for the president of Somalia. So regional states in Somalia, they have leaders like this, and they are called presidents in Somalia. So if you bring them together, Somalia as a country has 6 regional states. So all of them, they are called presidents. So it seems Somalia has 7 presidents. If you add the overall president or the president of the Republic of Somalia. So away from that, this guy was helped by Kenya, and specifically the Moi Kibaki administration, to capture Kismayo. So you remember how Kenya captured Kismayo. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about his role in Raskamburi Brigade, in Al-Ittihad al-Islamiyya, in the Islamic Court Unions. But this video, I want to briefly discuss and explain the current conflict that is ongoing that in southern Somalia that has spilled over into Mandera in Kenya. So about 2 weeks ago, the central government of Somalia appointed an individual who also was one time the interior minister of this administration that is led by this guy that you see here of Jubaland. So the guy is called Abdirashid Janan. He was appointed as the director of the National Intelligence and Security Agency of the Republic of Somalia, and he was appointed as the director for Gedo region. So Gedo is still within the administration that this guy leads, that is Jubaland. So that guy who was appointed left Mogadishu, Somalia, and landed in a military camp known as Camp UK in Beret Hawo within Gedo region. So immediately he landed, the Jubaland forces who are loyal to this guy now, his forces, were given instructions to attack the camp where that guy landed, so as to discourage him from representing and being there on behalf of the central government of Somalia. So the bone of contention is between Jubaland administration and the central government of Somalia. So those guys attacked a camp belonging to the Somali National Army, and the Somali National Army mounted a very, very successful defense they defended their camp, they repelled the attack by Jubaland forces, and they pushed them back. So that is in Belet Hawo, which is about 50 kilometers from the border with Kenya, just across Mandera, on the Somali side. So what happened is that there in Belet Hawo is where the Somali National Army are based. So about 5 kilometers from there, the Jubaland forces are based. It's called Tulu Amin. It's a village that is on the outskirts of Belet Hawo, that is also close to Mandera, but on the side of Mandera. You understand that? So what happened is this. Once the Somali National Army defended their base, they decided to, revenge. And 3 days later, that is Monday, on 11th this week. Today is Friday 15th. On 11th, early morning, 4 a.m., the Somali National Army carried out a massive attack, a massive revenge attack on that, base belonging to the Jubaland forces in Tulu Amin. What followed is that the general who was commanding those troops in Jubaland, the Jubaland troops in Tulu Amin within Belet Hawo, was killed alongside about 100 of his soldiers, and the rest ran into Mandera. So the Somali National Army chased them into Mandera, and up to now as we speak, the Somali National Army is shelling Mandera. The reason why the Somali National Army is shelling Mandera and attacking Mandera is because these guys were allowed by the Kenyan government to create makeshift camps along the Kenyan-Somali border, but on the Mandera side. They are actually inside Kenya with a few kilometers inside. So the Somali National Army got intelligence that these guys were based just across the border, and they want a revenge. Because also when they attacked the Somali National Army in Camp UK, they killed several Somali National Army soldiers. So the Somali National Army responded. And now the conflict is becoming a bit complex, because even the general who was appointed yesterday by this guy to go and bring the troops together, plan a counter-offensive and break the defense of the Somali National Army and enter Somalia, failed, because the guy who was appointed, the general who was appointed, decided to pledge allegiance to the Somali National Army. And he actually, instead of going to Mandera, he went to Belet Hawo, to Camp UK, where the Somali National Army are based, and surrendered himself and the troops who were with him, and said he is ready to fight alongside the Somali National Army to fight against the Jubaland forces. So the Jubaland administration believes that they are, at par with the central government of Somalia. And now the central government of Somalia wants to punish this guy by either removing him or dividing the Jubaland administration. So Gedo will become another regional administration. That's according to the plan of the Somali government. That is according to the plan of the central Somali government. That is what the President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud wants to do with Jubaland administration. He wants not only to remove this guy, but also to divide the Jubaland administration and create two regional administration and reduce the power of this guy. So this guy is very powerful. He has very many MPs. Jubaland administration is very big. I've shared the map here so that you can see where Jubaland administration is. In the entire Somali border with Kenya, that is Jubaland administration. So to the north, it also borders Ethiopia. It's it contributes a lot of members of parliament because of its because it's a huge piece of land, and a lot of clans live there. Not only Ogaden, but a lot of clans live there, and they contribute a lot of MPs, about 30 MPs, to the federal parliament of Somalia. That is the central government. And this guy, given that he controls those MPs, he can shoot down any motion by the central government of Somalia. He has, been frustrating the central government of Somalia for a very, very long time. And now it seems the current president of Somalia wants to deal with him once and for all. Either they want to remove him or to divide the region. But it is said that the Somali government now wants to create a new regional administration within southern Somalia, that is Jubaland, divide Jubaland into two, remain with Jubaland as it is, and also Gedo region as a different regional administration. So Jubaland will be divided into two. Also Puntland last month was divided into two, because these the two leaders of Jubaland and Puntland are becoming very, very stubborn. They are disturbing successive government. They removed the government of Farmajo, they removed the government of Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, and now Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, given that he is back now, he wants to deal with this guy once and for all. So that is what I was trying to explain. I will explain how Raskamboni Brigade was created, where this individual comes from, how he ended up becoming the regional leader of Jubaland, how the Kibaki administration helped him with the help of Yusuf Haji and also the Ethiopian government. So I will try and explain how even General Karangi helped recruit Kenyans to fight for this guy, the Raskamboni Brigade. That is a video that I will try and do it separately. So